Hello there, ZKR here, and I made a thing for my truck that I want to share with you guys. And it just happens to be these pieces of wood I had. They just happen to do the job fit really good, so check it out. Empty truck. I used to have toolboxes and stuff on there. That was a different me. Put a camper shell on there for who I am now. I didn't need that. And wanted to put some kind of carpet kit inside the thing, something to store stuff in and something to keep all my junk out of the way, but I want a lot of room in there for every day. So, you know, it's kind of a complicated thing. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do, and I had these boards when I first got the camper shell on there that are from a restaurant that was torn down. My landlord was throwing them away, and I kept them. They're coated on one side with a really cool, covering. Yeah, it's naugahyde. Anyway, I was putting them in there like that, and said, wow, that's pretty good, I can, pull shit in and out. Right. I threw a couple more in when I was just starting to think about the idea of getting together for some kind of bed kit, and, I just couldn't figure out what I could do better. I mean, it doesn't look like it's got anything done to it. It looks like it's just an open bed pretty much, but there's these huge spots over here for storage, just like a trunk of a car. And just sitting in there, I could see how just putting 4 hinges on that thing right there would make a storage space on both sides that no one could see from outside, really. And if you didn't even have a camper shell on there, you could park 2 motorcycles there, and all of your helmets and gear and stuff could store over there in the side compartments, out of the way. You could lock it down real easy. And I was like, wow, this is a really easy thing. I ought to build it. So, I kind of did. This is all the stuff that I normally keep in my truck right there. All the stuff on that table is always in there. And it hides underneath what I built to go right there. This is it. 4 hinges on each side. This thing is, it's so versatile. Anybody could build it, shape it to their needs, the size of their truck. These things are, this is the size they can. I have a tape measure here. I wanted to point out the geometry was just perfect for any truck. This random measurement, perfect it to yourself. I think maybe if I made it a little wider, it would be, easier for 2 people to sleep there. It's pretty freaking cool for 2 people to sleep there now. It's like the most comfortable. Anyway, that's another video, huh? It's 26.5 inches, across there. These boards are 26 inches wide. That's all you need. 3 26-inch wide boards. The length of your truck. These are a little shorter, which is cool because at the front there's going to be 10 inches to build a cabinet where I'm going to put my electronics and stuff, power inverter, solar panel, stuff like that. Anything else I want to put up there is going to be in this nice compartment up there that can be taken in and out of the truck real easy. But like it is, there's room for my generator. I carry a big generator for jobs and stuff around, and it goes right in there and out. Easy, cool. All my camping gear goes right in there. A bicycle goes right in there, standing up, hold on with bungee cords from the roof, and it just, stands up magically with all my camping gear in there. It's so much room. And that's just in this empty space, just like an empty truck. So all of my normal gear and everything else that I want to put in there is in those spaces. And all that stuff fits in there. A 5-gallon gas can, that 5-gallon gas can that is on the table that you saw earlier, fits right there. I keep it right here, so it's really easy to siphon out into the tank if I ever have to use it, which, usually I pull it out of here and help other people with gas problems. But if I have to use it for myself, I don't even have to take it out, just siphon it into the tank of the truck. Another great thing about the way this is, I put just 4 hinges I had. These are just common door hinges that are scrap off stuff I had. If I was buying hardware to do this, I'd use a long piano hinge, metal piano hinge that's really good and industrial and would hold the weight and not have any gaps. But having this vent here is kind of nice. Keeping everything breathing and air moving is good. You don't get mildew or anything underneath here. I put a rubber mat down there just for more insulation and stuff, and sound insulation and heat too. That's about it. One more thing is, when you're using this thing and it's all full of stuff, if you have to work on either side, just fold it over like that, and it's everything's accessible. Just regular hinge. I didn't do any engineering or anything. A regular hinge. All pieces of wood being exactly the same size. You can see how there's a still fully functional hinge over here. Goes up to a 90-degree angle. Which, if you, without taking this thing out, if you had to pack this thing solid full, just like this, you could. It's 100% accessible. You have all your stuff that's over there. You could toss it all over here. Then you have this big square you can fill full of big stuff. 100 billion ways of making stuff work in it. Hope I didn't break my phone. Anyway, 100 billion ways of making stuff work in a truck like this. But the thing to start with is a badass, flexible set of boards that also, when you're in a campsite or you're out in the wilderness and you got to work on your truck, motorcycle, ATV, or somebody else's junk, you can pull this out and have a safe work spot, you know, stable like in sand, you know. You're not going to lose your shit. And it all works out good. Throw a tarp over it, you can work on stuff. These boards are really solid enough. You build your own, obviously, out of something solider if you're going to do stuff like that more often. Build handles into them. I didn't do a thing to these. These had the naga height on the front. I just left it like that. And it's also, you know, if you had to ride back here, 4 people could ride back here easy, comfortably. And I have a better pad for the bottom part, too, so if that comes around, you know, it's... people can ride back here really comfortably, and I carry that thing around too because it's just one of these and it makes a great table all in one place. Anyway, this is the truck system that anybody can make super easy. You could even smuggle people with it like this. Think of all the stuff you could do with a fantastic bed liner like this, okay? And you made it yourself out of junk, you know, because anybody can find junk wood. I don't really respect you if you go to buy new plywood to make something like this. Go out and find some junk. Use stuff that somebody else has thrown away, and you'll just feel a sense of accomplishment that might mean nothing to you, but, you know, using shit over again is a really good way to spend your time. All right, hope you guys got some ideas for stuff that you might want to do. Love you.